Nilou! It's nice to see you!
Oh! Hey there, Traveler in Paimon.
Are you here for some shopping too?
That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there, the Sub-Zerus Festival turned out to be a grand success. And so, the theater wants to host a celebration event. Do you two want to come? It'll be a really fun time. It's something like a tradition of ours. Whenever we wrap an important performance, we'll get together and unwind. Rehearsals are exhausting. If you keep your nose to the grindstone, you're going to wipe yourself out sooner or later. Mr. Zubair, our manager, always says that celebrations aren't just for fun, but that they should also be occasions for reflection and review. But no one remembers that once the celebration starts. It's not like he can't also have some fun himself.
We've been to a lot of festivals during our adventures. Will your celebration also have lots of yummy food and drinks?
Of course. We always do lots of eating, toasting, and gift exchanging. We try really hard to show our appreciation for everyone.
Ah, so we'll need to bring a present. No way! Treat others how you want to be treated, right? Paimon already has a great gift in mind, but maybe you could lend Paimon some more of hers?
It's fine. No need to stress, Paimon. You can come, present or not. The gift exchange is just to make the celebration more entertaining. You two being there would be the best gift of all. It'll also be a good time to introduce you.
Is something up?
You mean when I danced at the square right in front of the academia? After that, no one came to the theater to scold me either. We actually gained many new customers, and they were all academia students. From what I can tell, in the past, if a student were to put off their studies to watch a show or dance, they'd be called foolish and irresponsible. But now, it seems like this attitude is changing. People are starting to believe that engaging with the arts can help them balance their moods, and through that, improve their research efficiency at work. Anyway, it seems like people have to personally experience something to gain a good understanding of it.
They should thank us for opening their eyes!
That'll probably take some time. They're still droning on and on about experimentation and proof. Will they really gain more appreciation for the arts if they continue to think of everything like that? Anyway, all that aside, are you thinking about coming to our event?
Paimon thinks it'll be a great time! What do you think, Traveler?
Alright, then let's head to the theater. Wait, I completely forgot about this pile of stuff!
Whoa, did you buy all of this?
Just one box. The rest were...
That's way too many freebies! Many vendors give out samples for free, but Paimon's never seen...
All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get more and more full until I was planning on making a few trips to bring everything back before continuing.
So this isn't even all of it?
Are you sure?
Of course! Carrying stuff is a piece of cake for him, right, Traveler?
I'm so sorry to trouble you like this. I meant to invite you to our celebration, but now you're helping me and... Well, let's hurry up and grab the last few things, so we can get back to the...
Oh! Well, if it isn't Nilou!
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still have any food that's ready to go?
Of course I do! I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, so I've reserved some food for you in advance. Although, it looks like you're gonna need 2 more portions.
Please allow me to introduce them. This is the Traveler, a very experienced adventurer. And this is Paimon, his super reliable guide and helper.
No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right. Look, Traveler! She introduced Paimon correctly!
Don't underestimate Nilou. She always remembers every last little detail about everyone, even if it sounds completely trivial. She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious spices from the jaws of a sumpter beast.
Don't think anything of it. I just help out when I can because everyone else takes such good care of me. Anyway, sorry to get off topic. We're in a bit of a hurry. Mr. Jute, did you say you didn't reserve enough food?
I was joking. Anyone who runs a business knows to keep some extra stock. After all, orders get changed all the time. Oh, that reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here. Have they ever tried any delicious tachin?
Ooh, what a fantastic idea! Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape. Mr. Jute adds special spices and its aroma is just so wonderfully delicious. If you ever see kids crowding all around Mr. Jute's place...
But is it really just for the kids? Don't you often follow them in?
I just can't...
We're 2 peas in a pod!
Wait here. Oh.
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat it fast enough!
No matter how many times I eat it, it's still so delicious.
I wouldn't have offered it as a treat if I wasn't confident in the taste. I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged in...
You made so much.
It was nothing. Making 1 serving or 100 servings is all the same to me. If anything, I should be thanking you for helping me clear my... Don't worry about it. What kind of person would I be if I made you pay for a treat? Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back anytime.
Paimon's starting to understand how you got so many things.
Yeah, everyone has their own way with words, and it's really hard to say no.
Nilou, good timing. I have the textiles. If you took any longer, the sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
You and your jokes. Sumpter beasts won't eat those kinds of things, Mr. Offsheen.
Jute said that some sumpter beasts ate his spices. Were they yours?
Oh, yeah, really sorry about that. Nilou, if it weren't for you, I would have lost half of my profits that month.
Trying to pull anything out of a sumpter beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war.
So they really do eat anything, huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Come now. You know, sumpter beast, the textiles you ordered are highly durable, and so even if a sumpter beast got snacky, it'd still...
You've tested this before?
But of course! How else could I wouldn't dare experiment.
True, it does...
Ho ho, have I...
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you think, Traveler?
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use that kind of tactic.
So you mean...
I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Offsheen is really good at spinning stories. A word Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Come on, don't look at me like that. My philosophy is that our Nilou here is an extraordinarily good... After a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to... Anyway, since then, I've come to realize 2 things.
It's okay. We're all friends now.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't in the best... They're fine for general use, but my customers... Nilou, why don't you take them?
Huh? No, I can't do that.
Just think of it as a favor for me, all right? It costs me Mora to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing.
Even so, let me buy them at market value.
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just using just take them. If you really feel that bad about it, give me some theater tickets later. Oh, yeah, you should also take some while you're at it.
Wow, even we get a share of this?
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving me a headache. Thanks for the huge favor.
There's still one more store. Are you all right holding on to that much stuff? Paimon, why don't you lend a hand?
About time, Nilou. Farhad here was snooping around your prop.
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of what your new show may be about.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
These two look familiar. I think I've seen them before. Weren't they at the Sub-Zerus festival?
Yeah, and they're coming to today's celebration too.
Oh, the more folks the merrier. I was actually just talking to Farhad about also stopping by tonight.
Oh yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar and Miss Nachi.
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show it to you. I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a more celebratory feel.
Wow, it's beautiful. Did you make it?
Farhad did most of the work. What a...
That is pretty
Hey, why can't I have a little side hop?
I know. I watched you make it. All right. Why don't you also try some on?
It fits perfectly.
They're so pretty! Is there one that...
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones.
Fascinating. Huh.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff. I'm a porter by trade, so
That'd be great! Please and thank you. But we have a pro now!
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. Otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair.
You're...
Shut it. Fine. Including Hushang's things, though. We'll each need to carry a box if we want to move everything in one trip. Even my...
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little extra. Although I may not appear super strong at first glance, I actually do a lot of strength training on the regular. Strength and balance are both really important for a dancer.
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things. The Traveler's right. Paimon shouldn't freeload. Paimon can't fly anymore.
Are you okay, Paimon?
Paimon's good to keep going. But Paimon...
Oh, that sure was a lot of stuff.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Sumter Man. Whew.
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
See ya. Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us, or else that would have taken way longer. Of course, because everyone's working here together. We're all like neighbors, so we're always helping each other out.
With this many freebies being thrown...
I felt so guilty at first. Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Afshin said. When you order the wrong item, or make too much of something, sometimes that's why there's no need to stress over the freebies. All of us...
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
This has become our norm, and no one keeps track of the back and forth anymore. So really, don't worry about it. All right, I have to... Feel free to hang out here for a bit. It'd be nice if you could also get to... Nope. Mr. You two are our guests. So please, just relax and look forward to the
Wow, the atmosphere here is so nice. Let's take a break and immerse ourselves. Hey there.
A newcomer. Doesn't look too bright.
Hey, talk about judging a book
You, on the other hand, you're a special one. How would you describe the concept of art? Mere curiosity is all. It makes no difference whether you answer or not. So that's what you think, Unremarkable. Better than an average person's thoughts, but nothing exceptional. Is art a product that we create and bring forth? Or is it a naturally existing resource? I, for one, believe it to be the latter.
Paimon doesn't follow.
I've been staying here for a long time. On occasion, I'd assist them in penning lines of... I prefer to abstain from writing as it spoils the viewing experience. The existence of the theater, of Nilou, and of humanity itself. All of these can be considered as forms of art.
How does that have anything to do with us?
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the meaning of art? I suppose that question was a little too difficult for you. To chance upon a spark of inspiration. I have been closely observing you. The player art is already all around us.
Hello.
What? Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you please. Ah, I see. Sorry for my I'm just, making a prop. No time for chit-chat.
Is that embroidery?
No. Well, yes, but not really. It's a prop. It's just, some fabric. An ordinary piece of fabric that we use in a show. Sorry. I really do need to focus and start working on it.
What an oddball. Oh well, it's none of our business.
Hey there! I saw you two helping Nilou move some stuff. Are you two also here for the celebration event?
You got it!
My name is Raykar. Nadia and I are this theater's prop engineers. I also help out with some other tasks like housekeeping. The little ones causing a ruckus are my children, Soreen and Abi. I hope they aren't bothering you. They always get really excited every time we hold a celebration event. Yes, they are. Everyone here takes great care of them. There's good work here, the pay's always on time, and Nilou and the others will often volunteer to play with the kids. I'm quite content with this current way of life.
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
It's all right. It's all water under the bridge now. My husband and I were both adventurers, but he passed away from an accident. Material struggles can always be overcome, but ever since then, I haven't been able to spend much of my energy on anything else. But I still consider myself lucky. Mr. Zubair has helped me a lot, and the atmosphere here is tolerant and kind.
Sorry for bringing up such sad memories.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Once the event starts, you'll be able to see for yourself the kind of atmosphere I was talking about.
Look! Nilou's back! Let's meet up with her. The event's probably about to start.
Sorry for the wait. Preparations for the celebration are finally done. I'll call everyone over, and then we can start.
Let us give you a hand.
Thank you.
Maybe we really should have prepared a gift. Then we could also be a part of the exchange. As it is, all we can do is wait and watch.
Maybe we shouldn't do this after all. I didn't do that great of a job, and who would even like it?
Oh, don't think like that. Remember our promise? We're going to... And besides, you've never attended a celebration event before, so this will be a great opportunity. Everyone will love you.
I'm still... not really sure about...
There's nothing to be worried about. Just take a step forward and give yourself a chance. There aren't any scary people here.
Right.
Alright. Maybe this will help. Everyone, over here! Inaya has something great to tell you all!
Wait! I've already said that I'm not ready yet!
Take it easy and relax. Deep breath. If you don't say anything...
Using it as a gift, though?
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was actually preparing a present. Yeah, it feels like she still doesn't really see herself, but it looks like Nilou's trying to ease her through.
Actually, Inaya had prepared a special present for everyone before the celebration kicked off.
Woohoo! We're gonna get our first present from Miss Inaya!
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the more nervous she'll become. You've worked on it for so long, so have some confidence.
You've got this.
Is Mr. Zubair here? Sheikh Zubair, this is an urgent notice from the Academia. This celebration, or whatever it is, must stop at once.
What a condescending guy. What's his deal?
Since Zubair Theater has long violated the Academia's policies and orders, we have decided to demolish it. As its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30 days, after which...
Why? Why force us to do this all of a sudden?
Little girl, this is not the first time you've been issued a warning.
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked, and now I suddenly only have 30 days? We have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days. How am I supposed to explain this to my customer?
That issue is of no concern to me, Mr. Zubair. You seem to understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed to prepare for the scenario in advance.
Demolition? Why do they want to demolish this place?
The Academia has never liked us, and they've never respected our work. To them, what we do is all a waste of time. This isn't the first time they've come by. They had asked us several times in the past to improve the quality of our performances by only putting on shows they consider to be sufficiently... But our audience isn't the Academia. It's the people of the Grand Bazaar. If our shows are too difficult to understand or too removed from everyday life, nobody would watch them anymore. Changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our livelihoods. Yeah, the theater is very important to each and every...
The way they're doing things is so scummy.
But I also don't know how we can stop them.
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning. Time is of the essence, so you should act with haste instead of asking frivolous questions.
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an abrupt notice is contrary to established policy.
Ask whoever you will, the answer will remain the same. We have already given you sufficient notice.
Enough! Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Huh? Father? They're family?
What Academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. You're just using the Academia's name to threaten us. Let me tell you, even if you manage to tear down this place, nothing is going to change. You've always been awful. But even I never thought my father would sink this low.
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with where you are, what you do, or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by Wrap everything up, and make preparations to shut down at once.
Why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can... That's it for today, everyone! I'll go talk to them again tomorrow.
Sorry. I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion. I didn't know that things would turn out like this.
There's no need to apologize, Nilou. No one could have seen this coming. Paimon just wishes she could have at least gotten to the food. Is what that guy said true? The Academia has already given you many warnings?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. They've always seen us as being meaningless. Knowledge is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the arts. But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go so far as to demolish the theater. After Inaya ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater. She rarely talks about her family. All I know is that she didn't get along with them. I never expected it to blow up like this.
If you did nothing wrong, then there's no reason to listen to the Academia, right? She'd probably help if she knew what was going on. No matter how nasty the Academia could get, surely they can't win against Lesser Lord Kusanali.
No. I wasn't doubting her ability. I just feel like we shouldn't bother her with such a trivial problem. Plus, if the Dendro Archon were to intervene, then it wouldn't feel like our victory was earned.
That's true. Who cares? Let's just take him in a fight. That's true.
I'll try to think of something. We can't know what to do.
Can you pretend to shut down, but secretly? Or we could go through a list of customers and try to see if anyone in there might be willing to help out.
A debate? Well, scholars do love to use them to solve their problems, but how would that work in this case?
Oh, if we can prove to Inaya's father that the Academia's position doesn't hold water, then they won't have a reason to demolish the theater!
I see. Defeating him in it's a good idea, but which one of us could hope to win against a reason? Huh? No. I'm the literal worst at arguments. I can't debate.
Nilou, you are only so stressed out right now because you care so much about protecting the theater.
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. It's irreplaceable, but I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility?
Paimon will help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing some prep work. Believe in yourself.
Thanks, you two. All right, I've decided. Even though I may fail, I'll do my very best for everyone's sake.
That's our Nilou. We're rooting for you.
Okay, let's head back and tell everyone what we came up with.
This just came out of nowhere.
Beats me. Everyone else
This just came out of...
beats me.
Trying to best the Academia in a debate is attempting the impossible. If you really want to try, I won't stop you. It's not like our situation can get in.
I don't think it's entirely hopeless. To Sharif, Nilou's approach will come off as naive, but that kind of frankness is exactly what they lack the most. Things might turn out differently from what you expect.
I am in favor of such a romantic feat. No playwright will turn down a compelling underdog story.
Sure, in fiction, but I'm not sure how well that will translate to reality. I'm not saying that I don't support you, Nilou. If you need my help, just say the word. Anything is better than just standing aside and watching the theater get demolished.
I'm also pitching in. Let's show the Academia that we have some fight in us.
Thank you, everyone.
Not to rain on your parade, but my father is a real hard guy to deal with. He's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and exceedingly familiar with rigorous logic. You all already knew that. But when all's said and done, aren't you hurting her just the same?
That's enough!
Sorry. I just can't force myself to expect a positive outcome.
Yeah, it's way too early.
You're right, Inaya. We're up against the academia. Everyone knows that they're very powerful. Being skeptical might actually be the more normal response, but I still want to try. I'm reluctant to just let Zubair Theater go. And it's not just me. I think everyone else here say what's on your mind, and do what you think should be done. If we fail after that, then at least we won't have any regrets. I mean, after all, the only thing we can control right now is our choice at this very moment.
I understand what you're trying to say. I also have my own intense feelings of anger and regret.
Then, could I trouble you to tell your father about our plan for a debate? You can still get in touch with your family, right?
Yes.
Then, please help us pass on my request. But since we've decided on a debate, I'll do my best to prepare for it. I, by myself, definitely don't have enough wisdom to beat your father. But what about the entire theater combined? Then...
Right.
That's right, Miss Nilou!
Beat the
Make him eat!
You two. We aren't getting into a fight, but thank you for your encouraging word.
Well said back there, Nilou.
I felt that I might have said a bit too much.
Life gained. Inaya was right. It wasn't out of pity or anything, though. After all, Nilou was the one who prayed. I'd be a terrible person if I spoke badly of. She knows better than any of us.
Anyway, we better start preparing now. First, let's see what everyone thinks about the situation.
All right, time to pull everyone's thoughts.
This just came out of...
Beats me.
No one is allowed.
Watch out, Mr.
When the day comes, I'll get my friends and the theater's customers. If anything goes wrong, I'll have them I can't do that?
Mr. Zubair, we're trying to put together a list of arguments that might be useful.
It won't be difficult to explain our position. They're in the wrong. I have meticulously managed this theater's affairs for years, and I have abided by every procedure and I did all of that to protect ourselves if something like this were to occur. Yes, I know. But if I can't even protect the members of the theater from outside pressure, then I have failed in my duty. In summary, you need sufficient confidence and strict adherence to the rules. At least for as long as you double down on that point and force them to concede it.
All right, got it.
I've seen many situations like, while you prepare for the debate, I will also prepare that once you're done chatting, do me a favor.
Do we really have to?
Right now, no one's in the right frame of mind to perform. I have to consider both our staff and our customers. This is the only way. Nilou, you are in... With your talent and youth, you had the least to lose out of all of us. And yet you were still the first to...
I've never thought about leaving your theater, Mr. Zubair. I truly love this place. I also want to keep dancing with everyone else.
You're becoming more and more like her. Do your best. We'll do all the...
Her?
My teacher. She was an excellent dancer, but she's retired now. If we have time later, I'd be happy to tell you more about her.
Life gained. Inaya was right. It wasn't out of... After all, I'd be a terrible... She knows better than any of us.
When the day comes, I'll get my friend... If anything goes...
I didn't expect you all to challenge the academia. That reminded me of my younger years. Back then, I feared nothing and no one, and I was always charging into the most dangerous of places. I can't do things like that anymore, but those were some of the best times of my life.
Sorry. if the theater really ends up getting demolished, then you, Soren, and Abby will all...
It's all right. There's no need to think such heavy thoughts. Even if the building gets demolished, its people will still all be here. Have faith in the resilience of an adventurer. We can always figure something out.
But won't you have regrets if things just come to an abrupt end? It'd be like when you were forced to stop adventuring.
Ah, so that's what you were worrying about. Relax. I've had a lot of experience with regret. Things are painful at first, but as they say, time heals all wounds. Look at us now. Serene and Abi are happy. And Serene has also just passed his theater exam. He can start acting soon. He was thrilled because we wouldn't be here if it weren't for our past struggles.
Are you trying to make us feel...
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. Being here at the theater has taught me an important lesson. The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it. I can choose to believe that my life ended with my husband's death. Or I can choose to believe that it was a blessing in disguise. Similarly, even if this theater disappears, a new beginning might just be around the corner. Good and bad are all human-made concepts. It all depends on how we choose to see things.
You have a point.
Nilou, I know how important Zubair Theater is, but you don't have to be so nervous. We're all here with you.
Thank you, Miss Raycott.
No need to thank me. If anything, you inspired me with your bravery. You might have what it takes to become an excellent adventurer.
You're too... All right, I gotta cheer up.
Good.
Inaya was right. It wasn't out of pity, after all. I'd be a terrible person if I spoke. She knows better than any of us.
When the day comes, I'll get my... If anything goes... I can't do...
Talk to him.
So, you've already developed some prejudices against me. And to think,
Oh, Paimon will listen to that.
Although, I know not if you have a new answer to my previous question. Now, what do you think is the meaning of art?
Oh, this again?
We probably do need to tackle this question if we want to prove the value of the... I don't know how to explain it. But all I know is that when my performance makes the audience happy, I also become very happy. Does that count as a meaning?
You answered him so seriously. Careful, Nilou. This guy's ramblings never make any sense.
No. Nilou's answer far surpasses yours. And the meaning of art comes not from its creators, but from its audience. In other words, only art that can be appreciated by others will impart its... This is something that the academia can never understand. I once pursued the mastery of art, much like how a researcher would chase wisdom, and however, the more of a connoisseur I became, the less I felt I understood. I knew that the most sophisticated works are often the least appreciated, and yet somehow that provided me with little solace. I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater and watched one of Nilou's performances.
It was that life-changing?
Everyone here had a joyous part in the overall experience. In all honesty, from a...
Hey, don't say something...
But what bewildered me was how despite the performance's middling quality, I realized then that I had walked the wrong road. The mastery of art was never what I left the so-called frontiers of artistic research and came to this theater. For art will no longer be a castle in the sky. Whether it be inspiring or entertaining, art must be appreciated by others. If art cannot accomplish that, then it is meaningless.
When you put it that way, Mr. Zubair and I refused to put it simply. We were afraid that our shows would...
I once stood in the spotlight. I care not for where my feet may take me next. But Nilou, you already stand upon the finest stage there is, and you cannot give it up. Not even to the academia.
I understand. Thank you for your words of encouragement, Mr. Kasani.
Dust the cobwebs away from the...
He really seemed to care a lot about the theater.
Once you get to know him, you'll realize that he's actually a big softie at heart. He'll even help out.
You're here. Is the theater actually closing?
He's been worried sick for a while now.
Hey, you
What exactly happened? Did someone come down from the academia?
Yes. He told us that we have to shut down the theater within 30 days, and that it's going to be demolished.
What the heck? That came with no warning.
They're messing with us again.
Don't tell me you'll have to listen to him.
Come on. You know the answer to that.
Yeah, it is a direct order from the academia.
There's no need to worry, though. I'm preparing for a public debate with the academia. If I win, we might be able to overturn things and change their minds.
Really? That's terrific. You have my full support, no doubt about that.
Mine too! So what was their excuse anyway? They still not a fan of the theater's programs?
Yeah, something like that.
Good thing they have the power to make rash decisions about things they don't even understand, huh?
Yeah, they need to touch more grass, not book.
Exactly. They want to look down on us? Ha! We'll look down on them first.
Don't worry. Everyone here has your back.
Right. They might think that if they don't believe that, send them my way.
Maybe you can prepare some questions on the...
Sounds like a good idea.
Ignore him. He's joking. Just do things. No matter what, we will all...
Thank you all so much.
There are always more solutions than problems.
Gotta show them.
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place. Let's head back to the theater and organize our thoughts. Abby, have you seen Miss Inaya?
No, Miss Nilou. Miss Inaya isn't back yet. Wasn't she just passing on a message? Does she really need this much time?
Traveler, Paimon, I think I've messed up big time. What if Inaya never planned to come back?
What?
It's just a gut feeling, but knowing her, she probably feels like she's completely responsible for what happened. She probably thinks that all of this happened because she was staying here.
Oh, right. As soon as her father showed up, she said
she has a long-standing conflict with her father. She doesn't think that we can win the debate, and she doesn't want to implicate us. So she thought leaving was the best thing to do.
Mm-hmm. And then she just quietly left afterward.
Exactly. She's being too pessimistic. Anyway, first things first.
But where should we start? Sumer?
I think I might know. Let's start by... Before I brought her to Zubair Theater, she was staying at a remote campsite. If she has nowhere else to go after leaving the...
Then let's go take a look.
Yes, let's... There are signs that someone had stayed here very recently.
But we can't confirm if it was... Let's take a look around. Did you hear that?
I heard it too. Let's investigate.
It sounds like we're getting closer. The voice is coming from over there.
Yes, we're almost there.
Here. Yeah. Yeah.
With all my strength. Dance with the waves. Yeah.
Alley-oop! Many happy returns! Congratulations!
There weren't so many big animals. Sorry.
Why did you leave by your... You really don't think we have a chance at...
No. Everything happened because of me. If I'm gone, then the situation will resolve itself.
Yeah, everyone's working together towards a happy...
It's all right if it's me. As long... You guys are the kindest people I've ever met.
Listen to me, Ina. Even if you were the reason that all of this happened, no one would blame you. Mr. Zubair said that you're one of us, so that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as one.
Nilou, there will always be a victim. You can't win a debate against the academia. Especially since you're... My father is an extremely demanding man. He's always wanted me to become an exceptional I tried my best to meet his expectations, but he still wasn't satisfied. Or rather, he had just never been satisfied with me. I'm no genius. But whenever he berated me, it was always as if he was asking me, why aren't you a genius? Yeah, like I...
So that's why you ran away from home?
At first, I thought the father would slowly come to terms. For one exam, I earned the 3rd highest score. I thought that all my hard work had finally paid off, and that I could finally make father feel some modicum of... I even used the embroidery skills I learned at school. I thought, even this daughter can make...
I see. When we were embroidering your gift book...
Yeah. Sorry for not bringing it up. I was tired of him yelling at me every day. But he was more angry than ever before once I'd given him my embroidery and told him my score. You think you should be proud of 3rd place? Reflect on why you weren't 1st. I forgot how long I'd cried for. I only remember my parents arguing. They argued for such a long time. My father eventually stormed out and slammed the door behind him. I've completely given up. We're destined to never understand each other.
How horrible!
I don't think you can beat him in a debate. Because he doesn't even understand what kind of place a theater is. He can never understand the relationship performers have with their audience. His life is devoid of camaraderie or he just wants everything to happen according to his wishes. As if the world revolves around him. What we cherish, our little place in this world, means nothing to him.
It sounds like your past has had a huge...
I understand now, but when we were preparing for the debate, I heard something quite wise. Maybe it'll help you.
The most important thing about an experience...
Miss Raykar has gone through a lot in her life, But she told us that she's very happy to live at the theater. Although she ran into misfortune, it led her down a new path in life. She sees that as a blessing. She told me that the most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it. I can sympathize with your unhappiness at home, but after you ran away, you ended up at the theater and became one of us. Those unhappy experiences allowed you to really cherish your bonds with everyone, and also gave you the opportunity to become friends with us. Don't let your past suffering keep you from the new life that you've worked so hard to find.
Oh.
Let the past stay in the past.
When I ran away from home, I swore that I would leave my family but you're right.
Maybe you'll disappoint him, but that doesn't matter. Don't let go of the answer you've worked.
That's right. If we put our head...
You're right. I'm not trying to meet his expectation. I can't afford to lose anything more. The debate will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things with Father.
That's the spirit!
Let's go. I know him very well. Even if he looks down on us, I know how to make him accept.
All right.
Well, I'm off to meet with him. Please wait here for me.
Okay. Looking forward to your good news. That should be everything. I'm not sure why, but I'm getting...
You were great, Nilou! Your words won't talk like that during the debate, and you'll get an easy...
Thanks for that, Paimon. But I still feel like it'll be an uphill battle. I need to be calmer, cool... Yeah. I'm acting as everyone's representative. Huh? What's left?
Huh? What a strange question. Isn't a theater just a theater?
Wait. You're not asking what the theater does, but what it is. Let me think. Mr. Zubair has been not quite right.
Art must...
Not quite right. Ah! Got it! When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater. Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond.
A bond?
The theater provides money for Miss Raykar and her children, inspiration for Mr. Kassan. It also gives Inaya shelter from her family. And its story won't end here. In the future, many more people will all be there for them. Our warm, welcoming community will show them the same kindness we were shown in the past. Aside from the delivery of performances, isn't this a...
Yeah, that makes sense. But Paimon doesn't see how this will help in the debate. Oh, gotcha! No matter how strong an opponent is, they'll have to go on the defensive if pressed.
I feel like that's another prong in our attack.
Paimon also feels a lot more
Sorry for the wait. Things went a lot more smoothly than I expected. It didn't take long for him to accept the debate. Why are you all smiling so much?
We realized that your dad might not be as scary as we had...
We just finished our prep. We have to win. No, we will win, Inaya.
Boom, boom.
In the blink of an eye, it's already debate time! We did a lot of preparations with...
Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Safwan, a scholar from the Academia, and I will serve as this debate's adjudicator. I swear to judge both parties with the utmost wisdom and impartiality. I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon also...
Since you so desperately demand an you may have misunderstood us from the outset and believe that the Academia... However, the truth is that the Academia wishes for every resident of Sumeru. Therefore, the works they consume should also possess enlightening qualities, and we have failed to identify these qualities in the shows performed at Zubair Theater. In other words, instead of struggling against the Academia in pointless confrontations, if you had spent your time reflecting on improving the quality of your shows, Zubair Theater would not be today facing such a tragic fate.
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting on the pressure. Can Nilou...
Calm down, Nilou. First, he said that we were shut down not because the Academia looks down on the arts, but rather because our shows aren't up to... In your eyes, our shows can't meet the Academia's. Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the Academia? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wise... Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals...
Appreciation is but a primitive form of satisfaction. This stance holds if all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, nurturing the populace is...
He changed the topic without batting an eye. If I remember correctly... No. Someone at our theater has tried that before. He was a famed artist, but he recognized that very few people could connect with... I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that goal by creating complicated work. If a work can't tap into an audience's personal experience, what's the point of performing a show that would only be forcing...
You can only reach that conclusion.
In that case, before passing judgment, you should first be...
You tell them, Nilou.
Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide... Likewise, the definition that Nilou put forth is but her personal opinion. Additionally, I must request that both parties exercise greater control on their emotions.
Keep it up, Nilou!
In that case, I shall speak of more concrete. This course of action is also completely procedurally sound. We have already... However, you have consciously ignored our warnings. Or perhaps your compliance was purely superficial. Regardless, that failure has indirectly led to the present day's proceedings.
That is indeed so, according to the laws decreed by the Academia.
He started talking about procedural stuff, so I need to focus on... I need to rethink things. Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to our operation. Although the theater's performances don't align with the Academia's requests, the law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolished only because of that reason. Demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Otherwise, the theater can continue to operate as long. Failing to follow these rules makes your stance...
Yeah, that's right!
There are different ways to apply the rules. So long as this matter is discussed within the Academia, this course of action will come to pass.
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of... However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the Academia. In other words, premature notice of demolition is indeed a rash...
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently stands.
Cease your futile resistance.
Nilou's definitely won this point, right? You're right. Stay focused, Nilou.
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performances violated the Academia's policies on numerous occasions. Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your right to perform in Sumeru.
Under the current system, it is indeed possible to immediately
That's a thing?
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience, and their patronage as your source of... Without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an empty building. And without its performances, the theater...
What you said isn't true.
Keep it cool, Nilou!
Right. I need to keep calm. Just a little more. Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. It means more than that. Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore. But she has found a stable career and a new... Her son, Soren, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon be our newest member. Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to stay at the theater. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on. Even Inaya wants to stay with us. And she's starting to look... Zubair Theater exists for them.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions. The interpersonal relationships you speak of were as Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his life. Relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of when scholars collaborate to solve difficult problems. However, this collaboration ends after the reason is simple. We are...
He really doesn't think much of relationships. Paimon also thinks he did a lot.
Sharif's argument is currently the more persuasive of the two for this point of contention. The continuance of the interpersonal relationships Nilou spoke of remains hypothetical before the theater's demolition, where the Academia has made significant academic contributions, in no small part.
Oh no, what should we do? Things are going in the opposite direction. A setup? So Nilou's...
Good. He said what he said. The next art... But... Is this really the best? She already agreed to this. Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Then, if someone has failed to live up to his expectation...
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home...
Inaya...
Sorry, Nilou. As expected... If in your eyes, the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, by your logic, that means there is no more reason to sustain our relationship as father and...
Members of the audience who do not belong to either debate party.
Let her speak. What she does not say,
No matter how many disagreements we've had, the truth is that you're so immersed in your own world, you can't understand why we come together for the sake of relation.
Yeah, don't...
You can watch a dance anywhere, but there's only one Zubair Theater.
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this guy, what with the idiotic things.
Order! Order! Members of the audience, do not interrupt.
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the debate. But before that, Father, I've been doing some soul-searching. Not about whether I should have run away from home, but whether there was any point to my personal rebellion against you. I kept trying to earn your approval, but I only disappointed you over and over. The truth is, I ran away from... That is to say, I was exerting pressure on you, and hoping that by doing that, wasn't I just doing the same? I won't force my expectations upon you anymore. At Zubair Theater, I have found the life I will move on from my family troubles But if you dare to harm this place, then I will stand with my friends here and fight against—
This is not the time to space out, Sharif. The debate is still—
You already consider them to be your friend.
You should be asking us that question.
Of course we...
Miss Inaya is a...
It was a bit of a process, but we won her over.
Make no mistake, all those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us. We will always be with her.
Such... It is surprisingly a relief.
Wait, what are you... never mind.
They left?
Does that mean we've won?
We won?
Nilou, you're amazing!
I relaxed for a moment, and it looks like he still has a place for her in his heart.
Terrific work, Nilou and Anaya. They likely won't cause any more trouble for us.
Didn't know you could get so fierce. I have a lot of newfound respect for you two.
This really took a lot out of me, though.
Both Miss Nilou and Miss Inaya were...
Should we throw a second round?
Oh, it's you. Yes, I feel a lot better. The more I think back on everything, the more surreal it all feels. I don't think I could repeat what I did a second time. Yes, and it's all thanks to you. I see. You mean how fate brought me to the theater, right? Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher who Mr. Zubair had mentioned. Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child. There was a beautiful dancer, and from the... I thought to myself, the god... But later on, she would actually smile down. Yeah. She said, dance is an art. It is a beautiful thing born from our life experience. In other words, any place where people can effortlessly... She wasn't looking for flowers and applause. All she wanted... Right! I was completely moved by what she had said. So before she This is why Mr. Zubair and I... Even though it ended up causing everyone a whole... Oh, yeah. Even though she has already decided to stop fighting with her father... Before he left, Mr. Sharif looked like he had a lot on his mind. He probably has a lot of things he wants to say, but will now perhaps never get a chance. Yeah, but I still hope that things can change. You and Paimon are more than welcome to keep... Who knows?
Are you still worried about Inaya? Let's be sure to come back often.
everyone. Hello? She'll be dancing for us from now on.
Inaya's taken her place on the stage! Oh, Paimon wonders how she'll look when she starts dancing. When you stop and think about it, happy endings like this, sure, Nilou's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's determination. Huh? What do you mean by that? The whole demolition thing was going overboard. But he really could have banned Nilou. If he really wanted to be ruthless, he could have done some real damage, even without winning the... Oh well, it's not like we can understand how people like him think. Huh? Wait, look who the cat dragged in! Isn't that Inaya's father?
Oh. I don't have much to do today, so
Are you looking for...
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. There is no need to... Well, I was, for my loss at the debate caused quite the loss of face for the academia. I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily suspend me.
Suspended from...
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed. However, I now have an abundance of time, so I can afford... I admit that I do not understand them. I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. Inaya would almost certainly mature. There are no parents who do not worry about their children. Never mind.
You're already here, so you might...
No, that is not necessary. Do not tell her that I was here.
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like this again?
Huh?
You said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown. Don't be nervous. Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back. Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You sure they'll be okay?
I don't know, but I think we should have faith in them.
Yes, Inaya. I have something for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours, if you'll take it. You don't have to take it. It's fine. Never mind.
Let's have a heart-to-heart. Father.
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their feet.
Yeah. She probably would have...
Do you think they'll be able to...
I'm not sure. All those years of arguments, but no matter where their heart... All I wish for them is to be able to one day... Oh, by the way, so we made you a little something.
Isn't this... Whoa! This is
We've also... Mr. Zubair and Mr. Kasani took charge of the design. Miss Rekha and Miss Nadia made and assembled the center. As adventurers, that's why we hope that your time at Zubair Theater will become a fond memory of your journey.
We'll come back and watch you dance whenever we get the chance.
You're welcome. Come on, take it. This...